Hello everyone, I hope you're all be fine, safe and sound. My name is Nasrat Shams from SESVID YouTube channel, and today I am going to introduce you digital multimeter and its feature and facilities. Actually, it's the second part of introducing multimeters. The first part is belong to analog multimeter, and if you want to learn the first part, I will write its link on the description below. And so after watching that, you can jump on this video. So if you want to learn features of digital multimeter, please follow us till the end of the video. I share these kinds of videos on my YouTube channels every week. If you're interested in watching such videos, please subscribe our YouTube channels and press the bell button in order to be notified from our new videos. And if it is helpful for you, you can share with your friends as well. So guys, before starting these lessons, I will relate you one thing, that this is a basic introduction of digital multimeter, and we concised all the lessons about the multimeter to basic introduction in this video. So guys, we have a variety kinds of digital multimeters nowadays, and all the multimeters can measure AC voltage and DC voltage, ampere, and the measure of resistance. The kind of multimeter we have is UT33C+. So some multimeters may have more than these facilities, and some of them might have limited facilities, but all the multimeters have these three kinds of measurements. And their cost can also be different based on their features and abilities. And there is a pointer at the middle of this multimeter. See the head of pointer, and now it is placed in off range. It means that it is off. There's nothing shown in the display. So the first range on the right side shows different values or measurements of DC volt. It is started from 200 millivoltage, and the second range is 2000 millivoltage, 20 voltage. The fourth one is 200, and the fifth one is 600 DC volt. So guys, as an example, I changed the range pointer to 20 volts, and as you can see on this screen, there is shown that it is indicated to DC volt. So for measuring that, we can attach the two different lines of multimeter to the top and bottom points of this battery, and we can read the amount of volt here, and it's written 3.9 DC volt, and there's a minus sign under the DC, and it shows that the lines of multimeter should be exchanged, and it is different to the poles of this battery, and we should attach the red line on positive points of the battery and the negative one to the bottom of this battery. So guys, if we exchange the red and black lines position, we can see on the display that the minus sign removed here, and it shows us the amount of voltage value, that is 3.9, and now it's okay. So guys, the next ranges belong to AC voltage, which means alternative current volt, and we can measure the amount of CT electricity which are common in our homes, and we can measure that is it lower than 220 volt or higher than 220 volt. We can adjust the head of pointer on value of 600, and if we measure the lower amount of 200 AC volt, we can adjust the head of pointer to 200. And if we measure the home electricity amount or three-phase electricity, be careful and to put the head of pointer on range 600 AC volt. The unit we are measuring is AC volt. As an example, I put the two different lines of multimeter into the two different holes of distributor and measure the amount of AC volt here. And as you can see, the amount is 2.6 AC volt. And be careful about this sign as well. It shows a higher amount of electricity and it indicates the danger of electricity, and it means that you cannot touch with your hand, so you'll be hurt from this amount of electricity. And this button provides light on the screen, and you can use it when you're measuring some values during night time. So guys, the next range is indicating centigrade degrees or Fahrenheit degrees, and from off area to the left side we can measure the amount of ohms, which is started from 200, 2000, 20 kilo, 200 kilo and 20 mega ohms. And this is another better point of digital multimeter, which we cannot see in analog multimeters. And the maximum amount of analog multimeter we can measure is much lower than this amount. And the next range is beep range, and you can check. And the next range is beep range, and you can check different diodes, SMD capacitors. And if we put the two different lines of multimeter and there is a sound like beep, you are sure that this SMD capacitor is shorted and it might be destroyed. And you can check the diodes as well. If there was a sound of beeping, you can guess that the diode is destroyed as well. And you can check the short circuits as well, and as well as you can check the connectivity of prints or lines or wires as well. So guys, the next range is belong to DC ampere value. The multimeter we have cannot measure AC ampere value, and it can show or measure DC ampere value up to 10 ampere. We have some other multimeters and companies as well that will show a large amount of DC and AC ampere as well, but there's no need of such multimeters for our workshop. So when there's need of checking DC ampere value, you should change the position of red line from right hole of the multimeter to the left hole of multimeter. So guys, these were brief introduction of multimeter range and its features and abilities. And if you like these videos, you can subscribe our channel and press the bell button as well in order to be notified from our new videos. And if it is useful for you, you can share with your friends as well. Till next video, may Allah save all of you. Have a nice time.